What's up everybody, it's Real Music. Welcome back to the channel. I was gonna do a freaking JESSEM19987 video, but then me and JESSEM19987 got a recommendation of this one kid called CopsHateMoe. Yeah, the cops hate everybody, so what's your point? Now, the boys are back in town, but this is a lot worse. I know it's Billie Eilish. I was gonna do JESSEM19987, but I already had the recording, so couldn't even get past the 2-minute mark of how absurd this kid is with this stupidity. First off, for positivity, in the beginning of the fucking video, he actually plays a song that I reviewed on How She's Not Real Music called Ocean Eyes.
Yesterday, when I went onto Twitter, I was greeted by this. In 10 months, Billie Eilish has developed a mid-30s wine mum body.
Now, this guy is really late to the party because this was actually a pinned comment on this person's Twitter, and he posted this on October 12th, 2020. If he's going to say this is body shaming, let me tell you something. If you think an observation is body shaming, then you're just a retard who cannot talk about these topics. If he was literally making fun of her for gaining weight, sure, but in 10 months, she does look like that. I'm sorry about that. That's not like even a joke. There's like no punchline or anything. It's just, she just looks like a 30-year-old wine woman or whatever the fuck that was. Is the standards for freaking body shaming go so damn low that you literally just observating someone's body is just fucking making fun of them? Jesus Christ. And it's pretty fucking hypocritical because she literally decided to strip fucking naked to all of her fans on fucking live. And if he doesn't even address that and he's just defending her, then I'm gonna be fucking straight with you. Then you need to do your fucking facts. She literally decided to talk about men's penises, which again is still like body shaming, but yeah, if you do it to her, oh, it's wrong. The thing was, the reason why she did that is because people were making fun of her boobs, which CNN literally said that's fucked up for the tweets, and then she said CNN were talking about her boobs, which they literally defended her. What happened a lot more, she literally decided to do that when she wanted to be 18. So she already thought of this when she was 17. So yes, she is hypocritical, and she literally doesn't know anything about body shaming because she only did that because people were doing it to her. So there you go, if you don't even put in your video, and for people to actually understand that before we move forward.
Regardless of what her age was, this post would still be inappropriate.
Regardless of her age? Dude, he literally just said in 10 months. How is it, oh, it's still inappropriate? Yeah, I can see that maybe if it's body shaming, it's not inappropriate, it's just uncalled for. Not inappropriate. Inappropriate, it's like some sex shit on Twitter or something like that. That's inappropriate. Or maybe like swearing. That will be inappropriate. This, what you're trying to make it seem, it's just fucked up, not inappropriate.
But the fact that she's 18, I think, does make it just that little bit worse.
What do you mean because she is 18? How? She is an adult now, which should make it even more worse? Please explain a wise one.
What's more, if you go onto the profile of the man who tweeted this, it says he is 29 years old. The man is nearly 30, and he's commenting on the body of an 18-year-old.
So what? They're both adults. And if you clearly see his fucking bio that you missed, it said 29 years old, boomer. Maybe that can help you, that it's joking around. This isn't someone that you should be taking seriously. It's like getting triggered and getting offended at some dude's Twitter that is literally made for trolling. You literally don't even understand how to read. It literally says fucking boomer. I don't know what you want me to try to combat this.
Does that not seem just a little bit, I don't know, creepy to any of you?
No, because they're fucking adults. If it was a guy talking about that to a kid, maybe, but that wasn't a kid. That's an adult.
He's over 10 years older than her. She is a teenager, and he's commenting on her body.
Hold up. Did I just hear you correctly? 18 is a teenager? Okay, yeah, you're fucking retarded. Okay, thank you for being a retard in your video. not even before like the 2-minute mark to actually explain the full video of what you're trying to combat here. Congratulations, dude. All right, now we get to the main part of the video. I basically cut out saying like he doesn't know what order, but he's going to explain Billie Eilish, so let's all listen up.
One thing I want to say, Billie Eilish is known for wearing extremely baggy clothes, you know, clothes that cover her body completely, and she's rarely seen in tight, all-fitted clothing. She has outright said that this is because she doesn't want people commenting on her body.
Half right. You got it half right. The only reason she did it was because she hated her body, not because she didn't want other people commenting about her body. She just hated her body altogether.
How awful must it feel for one of the only times you're out wearing tight clothing, you get tweets like this going viral?
Yeah, well, that is the internet for you. People wanting Trump to die with COVID-19, and how hot Ariana Grande is, with a pinch of some guacamole nigga penis for Sky Jackson.
Can you imagine what that must do to her self-esteem?
Well, it doesn't do shit if she's getting fatter by the minute. But, not to be a dick for once, she already did a wrecking ball, so her self-esteem is out the fucking window. She is done with being an innocent little girl, she is now a joke, at least an even bigger one now. So her self-esteem is fine.
And the thing is, it's not just about Billie's self-esteem.
Bullshit, it is not just her self-esteem, it is only hers. But, I am willing to hear you out.
It's about every young person's self-esteem.
What?
And in fact, the self-esteem of anyone, of any age. Because anyone at any age can feel insecure.
Okay, well that may be true, but not at all. So what? Babies can be worrying about their weight? Bitch, they can't even talk, let alone walk. And once you grow thicker skin and realize to ignore them haters, you're good to go. If they are going to get their self-esteem ruined by one troll comment, then I am sorry, maybe don't use the internet, or lose weight and get healthy or grow thicker skin.
Now what he's going to talk about is something about Twitter thingy and describe stuff about their bodies or some shit. So let's journey on his explanation one more time.
Over 70% of girls aged 15 to 17 avoid normal daily activities such as attending school because they feel bad about their looks.
Oh, boo fucking who? People ditching school? No, that's not even true whatsoever. How the fuck does that make any sense? I don't look good whatsoever, so I'm not gonna go to school. And what, over 70%? Bull fucking shit. And it says, according to dosomething.org. So let's go to dosomething.org. I don't know what the hell he searched up, but I even did it with the space with body shame. Yeah, I can't find anything to do with body shame on dosomething.org. So I'm not saying that he's wrong. I'm just saying I can't find it, like, at all. And in fact, there is no statistics I can even find relating to what the hell you put on here. 75% of girls with low self-esteem reported engaging in negative activities like cutting, bullying, smoking, drinking, or disordered eating. Yeah, I would literally love to see a underage girl smoking in 2020. A freaking elementary school girl, a middle school girl. High schoolers might be able to see, but not middle or elementary. There's no way that I'm seeing any of those fucking smoking or cutting themselves. I mean, sure, they might know they'll cut themselves because they don't know how to use a knife properly and they get paper cuts, but not because they are doing it purposely. Bullying, yeah, sure. An ugly girl is going to bully another girl's looks when she's the ugly one. Yeah, that totally fucking makes sense, y'all. Teen girls that have a negative view of themselves are 4 times or more likely to take part in activities with boys that they've ended up regretting later. 38% of boys in middle school and high school reported using protein supplements, and nearly 6% admitted to experimenting with steroids. Makes no fucking sense because middle school, really? Dude, I didn't even know what the fuck steroids were until I watched The Simpsons. These are not good statistics whatsoever.
And approximately 91% of women are unhappy with the way that their body looks.
Okay, you wanna put statistics on that? I mean, you at least showed some proof, even though they made no sense. Are you going to show that 91% of women that... I can understand the women, right? Because apparently the whole part of women are supposed to be looking good, but also too, if they're ugly, who really cares? Honestly, we can crack jokes. It's not body shaming whatsoever. Body shaming is literally like actually being serious and saying you're fat, laugh in their fucking face for being fat, not like a little joke like comedians do. And that's the thing that this person is trying to say. Just jokes and observations are literally called body shaming. Even more so on this, women body shame men, and if this guy doesn't even fucking say this on his video, then he does need to do good, proper research.
Now, I just want to be clear here, it's not just young women who are unhappy with the way they look, of course. Men have lots of pressure on them as well, and both are equally toxic.
Thank you. Your sins of trying to say only one sex does something is now lifted. Praise be the Lord.
But I think we can't look past the fact that there is a very specific pressure that women are put under to look a certain way.
Never mind, I'm taking that fucking shit back. Shut the fuck up right now. Oh, only women have to look a certain way. Well, so do men, because women expect men to be strong and powerful with lots of muscles and whatnot. Not looking like fucking beluga whales or skimpy white people or whatever fucking weak, deprived pieces of shit.
Studies have shown that social media can directly impact a person's perception of their body and their self-esteem.
Yeah, and I wonder whose fault that is. Listen, if you get to the point where social media of all places makes you develop an eating disorder or worry so much about your body to the point where you do bad things, then stop using it. Problem solved. Stop trying to play the victim card and take responsibility.
You may think that a post like that is just a joke.
Actually, it wasn't even a joke. It was just an observation. There was no joke whatsoever. Now, a joke would be funny.
It's far more serious than that. People with negative perceptions of themselves and their body, people who have body dysmorphia, are at really high risks of developing eating disorders.
Okay, then if you were so sensitive to be getting that, then don't use social media. Why are you not understanding that? It is the most simplest thing to do. Don't blame others for your problem. Blame yourself for not helping yourself.
No, I'm gonna skip something that he said about, like, some high rate about the eating disorders, which really doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get this, like, fast, quick, because I don't want to be here as long as I have to. So he's going to talk about Billie Eilish. I hope so.
There is nothing wrong with Billie Eilish's body.
No, just her brain.
Young people who see that post, they're going to start comparing themselves to her. And they're going to be like, fuck, well, if Billie Eilish has the body of a mid-30s wine mum, then what the hell do I have, you know?
No, you literally are making no fucking sense. Oh, look, Billie Eilish has a fat body. What about me? Oh, who cares about what your body looks like? Little kids don't care about their bodies. Hell, they didn't even hit puberty yet. Of course they're not gonna care about their bodies. There's no, like, oh, social media, or if I see somebody saying that someone's fat, looking at me, if I'm fat, I'm scared. No, that never fucking happens to any kid, and I'm gonna say that again, any kid. I had literally my whole fucking elementary school literally had social media. I was the only one who didn't. Nobody was getting sad because they were gaining or losing weight. Nobody was getting scared about somebody else gaining or losing weight unless it had something to do with them having a heart attack or something death related. Nobody cared about looks back in elementary school. And nobody gives a shit now. The only people who do are either going into middle school and mostly in high school.
And shitty 30-year-old men just go on the internet and shit on a teenager without a second thought of the damage that it causes.
Oh my fucking god, stop calling her a teenager. She's a fucking adult. She can do shit for herself. And yes, it's the internet. By the way, you just said he was fucking 29. Where the hell did 30 come from? And also too, she's an adult. Saying it to a kid is much worse. Yes, indeed. But she's an adult.
They just want attention.
Oh my god, you just literally described social media in a heartbeat.
They think it's funny. They think it's edgy to body shame a teenage girl.
Stop calling her a teenager. Now let's read this fucking tweet because dipshit decided to call her a teenager. So now we're on the negative side. LOL, just got back and there's a whole bunch of angry women and K-pop dork riled by this. I put in so much effort to wind you guys up and it only sometimes works, yet this throwaway tweet kills it. I have been sleeping on a gold mine. Holy shit. It seems to me that he literally decided that he was trolling and literally said it takes effort to wind people up and get them triggered. Holy shit, it feels like you just figured out his whole point behind the tweet.
But if that's what you have to resort to get laughs, your comedy is pretty shit.
I didn't know we were watching an expert in comedy. So trolling is bad, yes, but making fun of people is funny, as long as you do it right. Here are some examples. South Park, Family Guy, Clone High. Oh, I am sorry, they make fun of people even in a clever way, which is unfunny to edgy teenage boy who wishes he was the vampire in the Twilight movies. Oh boo-hoo, your comedy is really shit if you get triggered at an observation which isn't even harmful to Billy or fat people as a whole. At least he didn't say she looked like a land whale like Birdman does. Fuck off and find some soil to plant your seed, and hopefully it will make your tree grow big and strong.
Yeah, I gotta agree with the real RPG. You have no idea what the fuck comedy is if you're thinking this one tweet is funny. It had nothing to do with the joke. It was just an observation. But on the brighter note, yes, South Park does do this shit as well. So does Family Guy. They make fun of people as well, and they do a really good job on doing it. Who are you to decide that? Oh, making fun of people? Pfft, fuck that. Even if it's in a comedy relief or something that's like tragedy and making it a comedy, oh, fuck that, dude. That's not funny.
And now this man went on to post pictures like these.
Well, dipshit, it is a troll. Because, how about this? Use your fucking head! Literally, the last tweet literally said, the more you respond, the bigger she gets. Man, it's like he's trolling or something. It's a troll account, but these fucking people who literally decide to get triggered and butthurt because they see one thing they don't like, don't do their fucking research, and then get hurt when they see this. I'm sorry, maybe you should block the person.
Why would anyone draw these pictures, let alone post them? Put yourself in Billy's shoes for a second. Imagine that is a drawing of you. Imagine seeing someone has drawn a picture of you like that. Sure, some of you may find that funny. But I know I wouldn't.
That's because you can't handle a fucking joke or a troll. If you didn't ask for it, I could see where you're coming from. But that shit is a cartoon version. That's funny. It's like the same thing with The Simpsons where some dude drew Lisa as a cartoon character and she was ugly as fuck and she got butthurt about that. But didn't realize the fact that it's a cartoon. Cartoon characters are a lot more crazy, creepy, or cartoonish, as you so call it. They're not gonna be looking pretty or whatnot. It's supposed to be jokes as well. It's supposed to make you laugh. If you have to take that seriously, like everybody says, get off the fucking internet. You don't deserve internet.
Because some people might see that and think that that is how other people see them.
No, not really, no. It's more of an exaggerated or joking manner as someone sees you.
Now to be clear, I'm not saying that the body shapes in those drawings are not beautiful.
Nope, you're saying it is fucked up. You're saying they are disgusting pictures. But, yes, we get your save there.
While you can't be healthy at every weight, you can be beautiful at every weight. Because health does not dictate beauty. You may be underweight, you may be overweight, you may be unhealthy. But that doesn't mean you're not beautiful.
Okay, so if we're really going to talk about body shaming, you're going to also realize the fact that you have to also be healthy with your weight, not just beautiful with your weight. You can love your body, sure, you can say that. The problem is, though, you have to also be healthy with it. You shouldn't say not everybody can be healthy with their body. That is true, but they have to try. This is the problem, too, with the body shaming and people literally trying to say you're beautiful no matter what body you have. It's because of the fact that when they think that, they think, oh, if I can be right with my body, but I shouldn't be needing to change and lose at least some pounds so I can be healthy. I can just be like 200 pounds and eat like only junk food, and then people will still have to respect me or think I'm beautiful or some idiotic bullcrap, because that is definitely not the case.
I saw another tweet where a man had posted a picture of Taylor Swift. This is after Taylor Swift had gained a little bit of weight, and can I just say, fucking looking fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding.
Okay, so it is okay when you make jokes about their bodies. Fucking hypocritical. You can argue he did it in a positive way. But he is getting triggered at a troll comment which is not even offensive in the slightest. Well, until you replied and comment how butthurt you got and say retarded things, which fuels his trolling powers.
A man posted a recent picture of Taylor Swift saying that she looked better before. Now, Taylor Swift has recently gained a bit of weight, and she's spoken out about the fact she really struggled with her body and unhealthy eating habits. She was underweight before. She's healthier now.
Okay, so I can debate you always, but I'm just going to say this one thing, well, actually two things. Number one, thank you for not showing us the tweet so we can see if this guy was really talking about her body. And secondly, how do you know it's not just because she got older? Some people always say about when someone gets old, they lose their looks. Maybe that's why he's talking about that, not because of her weight.
The types of people who post these things are the same people that go on to a plus-size person's profile and comment things like, oh, you're promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. Is a plus-size person promoting an unhealthy lifestyle by just existing?
No, but it's the way they're doing it. Like I said before, they are not promoting health with your body. They are only promoting beauty. And what they're doing is that they're telling people that it's okay to be more overweight and non-healthy, which is bad. You should be fine being fat, but you should also too be fine being fat and healthy. But the thing is, you're not understanding that because you're stupid and you have no idea what body shaming really is. Because of the fact that these people are not being healthy with their bodies. They are not doing any sort of thing to help them out. They are just letting this happen and then playing the victim card saying, oh, you guys are making fun of our weights. That means we're proud of our bodies or something. You shouldn't be proud of being an unhealthy body. You should be proud of being a healthy body, even if you're overweight.
And the thing is, being underweight will kill you faster than being overweight.
Well, this is actually true. Props to you. But here's the thing, though, is that the reason why it kills them faster is because underweight people are not getting as much calories in their body to be able to survive. So their bodies are like not being able to produce nutrients or whatever it needs to survive. Overweight people have tons of that, but still, it is still bad for that as well. Even though it's more dangerous for an underweight body, it's still dangerous to have an obese body.
So really, if you are going to criticise somebody for promoting an unhealthy lifestyle, you really should be criticising underweight people more than overweight people. But of course you don't do that, do you?
And the lack of research has fulfilled us with wonders and wisdom, because they do. There is a thing called skinny shaming, okay? It's real. People actually, even fat fucking people, will literally go and say they have skinny privileges, make fun of skinny people for being skinny.
And if you try and tell me that underweight bodies are not promoted, I have no words. Go and look at the top models. They're all underweight.
Well, I actually did, and first person I picked, the first person who showed up, a 5'10", 161-pound Banks, tells People magazines to tabloid reports and photos. You know what? Fuck it. Read it for yourself. Thank you, Tyra Banks. Naomi, 121. Gigi, 119 pounds. I can't pronounce this name, so 121 pounds. And what is underweight? If you weigh 107 pounds or less, whatever, at like a 5 feet 4 inches for a woman, you are underweight, considered underweight as BMI. A healthy weight range for that woman would be 108 to 145 pounds. This is 5 feet 11 and this person's 121, and that is near what they gave for the feet that they were telling us. Hey, this is me in the future after, you know, I'm not going to be this kid because he does not have to do research. So I did a little bit more to see if there's what it is for different heights. And these girls are underweight, but it's not like he's trying to say, oh, they're super underweight. For the person I was about to talk about, it is 163 to 178.5 pounds to be healthy. She is a little bit pounds below, which is still okay, even though you're still underweight. And as these other models as well, 5'10", and they weigh 119. Still, it's the same thing as her. I hope this kind of helps a little bit. I'm going to drop this, but just know, even if they're a little bit underweight, they're all not underweight, just like the first one. The first one definitely isn't underweight. They're not promoting underweight. They're just promoting like beauty, like they always do. That's why there's those fat people who are also models. Okay, now this segment, he's basically going to talk about how he was underweight once, and he's going to tell us his story.
But I used to be, and when I was underweight, people would comment on my body, but it wouldn't be negative. People would say positive things. They'd say, damn, you know, you're so slim. How did you get so skinny? You know, I want to look like that. And the whole time it just made me really uncomfortable because I knew I wasn't healthy. I was underweight. And to have people praise me for it was such an uncomfortable feeling.
Well, you really don't know if someone is underweight just by looks. I was underweight without even realizing it. It just looked normal with my 90 pounds, but once the doctor told me I need to eat more because I am unhealthy, it hit me hard because I didn't even know. But just because you got positive things doesn't mean others don't get hate for a skinny. JESSEM19987 and I had a gym class together and tons of people made fun of him for looking like a skeleton when he was not trying to. But since he has thicker skin, he didn't care and still tried to gain weight so he can be healthy. People do skinny shame people even if you yourself never gotten that feedback from anyone.
Body image is closely linked to self-esteem. Low self-esteem in adolescence can lead to eating disorders, early sexual activity, substance abuse, and suicidal thoughts. This is a big issue. This is important. And to see some 30-year-old man laughing about it like it's just a big joke, saying things like this, I can with 100% honesty say if skinny celebs started developing eating disorders because some random cunt like myself simply made a tweet, I would do it every day.
Like we said before, they're trolls. See, this is why I literally can see why these people have eating disorders, because they're retards. And it's not because it's the person's fault for making fun or just taking innocent jokes, horrible things to someone's body. It's their fault for actually taking it in. It's their fault for actually using the internet and going on these, you know, links and doing all this stuff that literally they are vulnerable to this type of stuff, but yet they still choose to use it. It's their fucking fault that this is happening, not anyone else's. That's the problem here, and that's the most annoying thing about this. If you can't handle something about your weight, why would you go on and to something concerning weight that is literally making fun of fat people or skinny people or anything? I mean, it's literally like the same thing as saying you can't handle bullying, but then you'll go on to play freaking Call of Duty games.
Oh, riot shield! I'm a pussy that use riot shield!
Oh, I'm a what do you want me to use?
Faggot.
You tell me what you want me to fucking use.
Prestige, you fucking fag.
Tell me what the fucking is, huh?
So don't blame this one person and taking an offense to it because you can't handle something that you know you're not able to handle. Because I had doubts about my weight as well, But you know what I did? I ignored it. People talked about how skinny I was and how they laugh about how skinny I was because they could see my bones. I ignored that shit and I went on with my day. I'm just gonna skip the fact where he's trying to contradict JESSEM19987's claim about if you can't handle that shit, don't use the internet or something else. Because he's trying to say, oh yeah, well, maybe you guys should grow a thicker skin, but when these things are way too high, maybe you should start caring. Well, maybe if you guys could understand shit and actually think like a normal fucking person and stop trying to blame other people for your mistakes, maybe then the rate would go lower.
Why can't we find some way to uplift young people, encourage them to be healthy, and encourage them to have fun and do what they want to do? Billie Eilish is a musician. She's a teenager. She doesn't need your shitty comments on her weight.
You are so wrong on so many levels because Billie Eilish didn't do anything about that. How can we do a positive thing to show body positivity to young audiences?
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Everybody was like, oh my god, this one time she didn't wear baggy clothes. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Trolls on the internet will never die out, and they will die when you ignore them. When you give them more power, that is when they have more right. Which is literally in his fucking tweet saying, every time you comment, she gets fatter. Meaning that every time you keep getting more triggered about this, he's gonna keep trolling a lot more harder. And you're saying that she's a teenager. She's 18, that's not a teenager. Why don't you look shit up? You only use one source as your fucking reason for everything, while it literally, we can't even find a single fucking thing you found on that website. You don't even have it on your bio, which you should have it in your description of the video. But yet, no, hush your fucking acorns or whatever bullshit. I've listened to stupidity, so I might have stupidity for comebacks and jokes. She is a musician, yes, but the way she's doing that shit, no, she didn't. You never even talked about it as well.
I posted a video of me playing a Billie Eilish song and just saying, hey, Billie Eilish is beautiful. We should uplift young musicians because they don't deserve to have their appearance critiqued in such a horrible way. And I got comments of people telling me to stop white knighting and that she doesn't respect me and that, you know, I'm not going to get puss. And it's like, just shut up. That is not why I'm doing this. This is just so ridiculous and it baffles me. It just reeks of insecure men.
I knew it. This person is anti-men. Okay. Yep, that definitely makes sense. Okay. He is in the right now for saying that he only played a thing and saying we should appreciate her body. That's good. But that's the only thing I could say for positivity, but they're not being insecure. Okay, thank you everybody for helping shed light to our dead brain cells. I hope we all understand that we're all dead inside. It's kind of sad though because the whole fucking video, he doesn't explain anything about the past of Billie Eilish getting body shamed or stuff that's why people are doing it to this point. Now, Mo, I'm not hating you. I am just telling you you are in the wrong right now because I know her. Well, not really like but you know, I had to do tons of research for my Why She's Not Real music video, so I think I have a really great understanding about her. The thing is though that you, Mo, this person, everybody, said that she was a teenager instead of an adult. It's different because of the fact that when you talk about teenagers, it's a completely different story than adults, which you're not understanding because you can't just classify her as a teenager when she's not. When you see this stuff happening, it's sad. Yes, indeed. But what's even sadder is people actually defending the people who are talking about this, but not actually understanding the whole front line on this. I'm just going to end it right here. Body shaming is bad. Joking around, it's okay. As long as you're funny with it, and as long as you know the appropriate way of doing it. Just do it and just making fun of someone just because of it, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But when you take offense to this dude that's literally clearly fucking trolling and you're not even explaining that whatsoever in your fucking video, then yeah, he's still in the right even though how fucked up it is. Or, you know, it's just an observation because you're comparing. It's a comparison. I don't know how hard it is for you to realize that. It's a comparison. It's not like trying to say, haha, you're fat. Because this person even said, when you go on this dude's fucking Twitter page, he's right though. And apparently people were telling him that you're stupid and he's a piece of shit. So he had a requote saying, "For the last time, I didn't shame her. I wouldn't. I'd actually fuck her." I agree with the descriptive words. Mid-30s wine mom. Have you seen one of those? They look like that. Who said I didn't like that? Nonetheless, it was an effort to point. Of course, this idiot says sexualizing kids and teen is disgusting. She's not. And this is the thing that this other kid isn't understanding. When people say that these people are teenagers, they're literally trying to say that it's fucked up for them because they're teenagers, but they're not teenagers, they're adults. So the whole thing about taking it less seriously is out of the fucking window, and they're trying to say that they're kids.